Well, hello and welcome to all of you crafters, friends, visitors, subscribers, and hope you're gonna enjoy this video. My name is Jurgita and welcome to my channel. So I'm filming this a little bit later, but it's gonna be all about Needlework Galleria. As you can see, I've been going to it quite a few years. There's a few of those books missing that I was getting can't find it somewhere, but it's going to be on a Needlework Galleria that happens each year about the September month in St. Charles, Missouri, Embassy Suites. And there's several day events, and I'm going to talk about this year, 2024. And what you see is pretty much most of the stuff that I got either on a freebie tables or I bought. So let's start. 7:30 a.m. Nobody's here yet, but just us. Let's put this stuff. There's no light in here. All right. So we have some extras and 2 suitcases full of extras to dump. So in this year, there were several actually areas where there was a freebies all over the table. And I was overwhelmed with amount of things that were there. Of course, from our local Stitcher group and my own stash, me and my sister-in-law brought like 2 half suitcases full of like all kinds of magazines and a few of the kits that we gathered up throughout the year from all of the local stitchers, and like I said, my own a bunch of stuff. So we put there, and there was lots and lots to choose from, but I picked just some that I thought I might want to try. So let's quickly look through that. This was, I thought, a pretty interesting design. Never heard of that pin uh, group or designer, and this is pretty good count. And I was kind of curious, even though this is cross stitch, to try out perhaps to do like with different specialty stitches. I mean, you can see her skirt having those like a diamonds and maybe clouds to make something different, but my creative thoughts are flying all around. It's very well done. There's a story about a moon festival, moon goddess, and look at these amazing like designs. Would be, I'd love to get my hands on that dragon too, because I am a dragon by birth. And very clear pattern for if you want to do a cross stitch. There's like markings which page it is. So there it is, and it's marked all of the pages how it's laid out, and threads are with the DMC and anchor, and how many skates you would need, I guess, for a 14 count. So that was interesting. And then, you know, Donna Cooler, I might do overview of this book, because there's lots of different designs in here and the patterns right there. And I've done quite few book reviews, and if you're interested in some design, then you would know which book it was in. And as you know, I love dimensions, and there's some older kits, you know, like a stamp cross stitch. I'm not very interested in stamp cross stitch, but I could use the threads for some of the designs that have been out of print for many, many years, and sometimes it's hard to get the exact color of the threads. And this one also stamped, but a beautiful scenery, and it's called Life's Important Things. This one 1999, but this design is from 1986, so pretty old. So I got these, and then I was very excited when I found this Lanarte kit, because as you know, I'm also collecting and stitching Lanarte kits, different designs and patterns. So this is also like older style, because as you can see, a little bit more subdued view. There's several of those, and kind of used up a little bit the pattern, but I don't know if it was started, because I don't see the fabric in here, and some threads that I probably could go by. So I wanted to get the pattern in here from this. I know there's, I think, leaflets that you could get, but this is pretty old pattern. And to try out, I got this Cruel kit, and that's from year 2000. So as you can see, it's like just no excess involved, different stitches in here, and wool yarn, I guess wool or acrylic, I don't know, but pre-printed fabric, never done Cruel. And this looked very interesting. Santa, I like Santas, I like animals, so I thought to try out this one. And they had lots of these painted canvases, and I thought I might try also, because I've never done any of these. So eventually I want to try out, and it's for your imagination thing. If you've never done painted canvases, it's very accurately painted, usually by hand on them, and then you use different types of stitches to fill in all those parts. So thought to try out this. And then some patterns, leaflets, like cross and patch. This one is called Sunshine and Flowers, which has like a hardanger. If you've stitched any of the cross and patch designs, Amy Bishop is a designer. Lots of hardanger, as you see, cutouts and the cross stitches. And I'm doing right now, it's called Dreams. So it's a similar, also the top and some flowers, but different types of stitches. And this is how it looks on a different background fabric. So I don't know yet what I would choose, but I thought that was very cool, and I'm delving more and more into hardanger again. So I've missed it, and I wanted to rekindle that love for hardanger pieces, and this is mixed in together with like a cross stitching. I also love it just Nan, and this is just a leaflet, and it does not have any beads, and it's called Garden Party. It will go in my collection to start stitching. I'll have to get all kinds of things for that, but it will have to wait. And I thought this is cute, Rosewood Manor. I have several patterns, and I'm stitching and will be stitching Karen Kluba's designs. They're very unique, and I'm hoping that she'll come again next year to Galleria to show new designs. And since I'm delving more also into specialty stitches, I have several Debbie designs, and I'm getting ready to start on one of them. And this one, I love that it's so bright, and it would be great to stitch, I think, on a like a dreary winter or fall evenings and days when it's dark outside. So these colors, as you can see, all kinds of specialty stitches, and the threads will be used like a Kreinik, Karen, Rainbow Gallery, all those threads. So very excited to see that. And I've never seen anything like this. I think it's a partial leftover kit perhaps, and it's by Vicky Poirier. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing mariposas. So you make those dragonflies, and there's beads, all kinds of different ones, parts to do. There's I don't know, maybe work by that and put it in, and it looks like I don't know, I haven't read it fully yet, but weaving or something, and there's beads in here, and that's what the size would have to be. So I'm very curious to try something like this. Looks like a lot of sparkly threads need to be used. So I thought trying this out. And you don't know how excited I was to find this. I actually not long ago watched a video about this Bayeux tapestry de Bayeux, and this is the tapestry is like it says 11th century, very, very long, and I watch all kinds of documentaries already about it, and it's like a whole thing is like a historical sequence of events, and it was used only like 4 or 5 stitches, at least according to some of the researchers who try to reconstruct this. And there's also several YouTubers that worked on Bayeux tapestry, studying and have little kids. It's amazing. She managed to get weaver to do the fabric, background fabric, like it was in the very old times, and how all of this was stitched with minimum extra usage of the thread, because it's not like a regular satin stitches where you just go like all around, but next to it, it was fascinating to watch how seems like it was done. But it's pre-printed with the wool thread, what I imagine the design. So it's going to take a while to do it, but I'm very, very curious to try this one, and I was so excited to find it. WM wool, I don't know which yet the wool is, but it's very, very cool to do. So there was also yarns brought in by some people and all kinds of things, but I kind of just looked and picked just a few. Like I said, it was obscene amount of freebies The teachers were very generous with each other, and I think it's good because some of those things it's super hard to find or like out of print, and of course we also try to support designers themselves to go and shop like we always try upstairs. So that was all my goodies that I got from the freebie table. Well, hello and welcome. My name is Jurgita, and I want to welcome all of you who are my friends and subscribers, visitors, or accidentally stumbled upon this video. This is the second part of my Needlework Galleria stash showing. I want to show you quickly some of the goodies I got from the Galleria. That was in September in St. Charles, Missouri Embassy Suites. So this year I managed to sign up for 2 classes, and even though I'm filming this a bit later, way past the Galleria time, but very proudly can say that I actually even finished my both designs that I signed up. There were 2 new techniques that I wanted to try, and I'm so happy that each year I could find something new to try and see how I like it. So one of them was this beaded scissor fob by Creative Angle Crafting. You could choose from a different she was offering different types of classes, and I wanted to do scissor fob, and she had several different kits to choose from. She had a helper at the class, and that was amazing. I've done during the class like up to here this part to stitch, and it was pretty hard in the beginning to understand how it goes, and then once the bottom was secure, this blue spot, then it was fairly easy to go in. All the beads were marked separately. There were a couple needles were included, and the thread, so everything you needed to do is done. She also has the kits for the scissors to put in and a needle case for this grouping. So I love the sea, so that's why I chose something like this to go, and it's happily now on my scissors hanging there, this whole kit. So second thing that I tried, because last year I was like a few minutes too late to sign up for a punch needle class, because I've never done a punch needle, and it was all full by a couple minutes. My sister-in-law was the last one to sign up last year, and since I was doing right after her, I had to wait for this year. And there was also several kits to choose from, and I chose this one. And it's worked on a weaver's cloth, and I also finished this just recently. Just not, I haven't finished as FFOing, but I finished punching it. And it was stitched with the DMC threads. There's some left in there for that, but it was interesting. It's always good, even though I've watched quite few videos how to do punch needle on a different size, a different fabric, because you can do also with the yarn. Of course, you can't do that on a weaver's cloth, and with the different size punch needles. But I wanted to take a lesson as the first one from the expert. She's been doing this for many years. She showed different examples how to put it together, and it was great. It was not super hard, and I'll hopefully will be able to show you my perhaps even FFO'd at my end of the year video. But I wanted to try punch needle, and I'm planning to do more. So afterwards, after classes, I went to their rooms, and I got this design because that was one of the classes that I couldn't take because I was taking different class. She was very helpful, and I decided to take this, and you could buy separately kits. So got this one that has red, green, and emerald colors, so you could see the what it looked like a real one. She had as already models done, and I chose these colors to try out. So everything is included in here, and that's what I'm gonna try next to do. And because it's also like a 3D star. And from a punch needle, I got, I think, the fabric. That's what the weaver's quilt looks like. Very, like it looks like a speckled, very tightly woven fabric. Because if you make a hole in it, it's very easy for that to close it up again around your thread. So that's great. It doesn't stay open as a giant hole. So that was with this. And that was with that. So I was very happy to try out. And of course, was very happy that, again, Julia Punten teaches designs and the samples were there to show, and I had a specific things to go and shop from them. And the lady that is representing her and has all the things laid out in there. She was teaching a class how to put a doll all together, but I couldn't go to that class. So I just went shopping in that room, and I got the kit for this Elizabeth trunk because I have the Elizabeth pattern to stitch and the head. So I bought quite several more heads and the patterns. And I think I stashed it somewhere deep, and I don't even remember now which ones I bought, but I know I bought them several heads and extra couple doll patterns. So just imagine I showed it to you. And I thought that would be cool to do this, and its instructions how to make all of that like that, to put it in. And I don't have anything yet for this because I wanted to stitch the dolls first and put it all together. So I, like always, just went and shopped in there and got this Suffrage Act pattern by Little House Needleworks. And hopefully next time I'll be able to vote too, and this would be my reminder of that day. Then I also, with the beaded things, she had these wooden, like a thread sorters. As you can see, it has all this stuff in, and you stitch it and then you put it together. Ukrainian designs, and this is what it's supposed to look like as a finished project. So you just stitch the bird and kind of connect the parts to hide the back. So just need the threads, and instructions are inside. So the bird, you can see the holes burned out already there. So will be something else to try as a different format. And when I was purchasing fabric, I don't know from which, but I got this little booklet from a Zweigart with the stitching ideas, some designs from them. So that was neat. And I shopped at several different stores for just the fabric because I had a big list, like two-sided. One side practically was only for a fabric. And I was looking if I don't find the specific name, then I was substituting. So I was like writing on my list what I substituted for and what size. So I have this creamy linen I got a fairly good price at the DDM with the Julia Puntis room. And I had for specific projects, there's a fat half of vellum. You can always use it. It's 40 count, so I thought for all of the my samples, I could use something like this. It's a very neutral color, and it's always will be useful. Let's see. I got this fabric. It's 32 count. Also very similar to this vellum. It's just a slightly different shading. This has some like a greenish color. I got this summer khaki. It's just a 28 count, more even color. And let's see, needle bling designs. I got this wing beans that was substituting for something, but I was very surprised when I brought it home that it was, I bought several fabrics from them, that it was not fully like a fat quarter in here. And later I went to mention to them so they would know perhaps to cut it more carefully, because sometimes you need exact like 18 inches or 17 or and a half inches the width, and luckily I needed something smaller, but this is not even 16 inches, so a couple inches short on the width. But like I said, at least I did not need the full width for that, but it would be disappointing to get it and it would be too short. So, but I love the color and uh, how it feels, this 32 count fabric. So that was hand dyed. Then I got, I don't remember if they were first time at the Galleria Atomic Ranch fabrics, and I got this 32 count linen fabric, like also kind of more, you can do a lot of Halloweenish things and that. It's more neutral again. I was trying to go a lot of neutrals, and some of them not, like this glacier. I don't remember right now from the top of my head which designs I was getting that for, but I have it written down. And something similar, but it's printed on one side, Storm and Night Newcastle. As you can see, this is like light gray and printed on this side. And again, it's very similar to previous, but a slightly lighter color that I got this 32 count. And pearl gray I have, I think, for my Mirabilia's Christmas Eve couriers, reindeers. I think I'm using this fabric, if I remember, or perhaps not. Just a simple platinum. I think I might be using that or cream color for Just Nan's stockings. I haven't decided yet. I'll have to do the floss toss to decide, because I want all those stockings to be same color. So those were my fabrics, and then I went for the threads. So for different designs, lots of samples, guessed, and Weeks Dye Works threads. Also, I wanted to try, never tried this before, Soy Luster by the Elements Pure Palette. I love the colors, and they're 100% soy silk. I've never tried this before. It says may not be color fast, so I would have to be very careful. It's 36 yards of that, and just love the colors of these. So I wanted to try this soy silk. I'm curious how that goes. And then one store had a sale on Valdani threads. I've never tried them before. I think you can also do like a crochet with them, but these are like a nice fall colors, the leaves to stitch on. So I picked some of them, size 12, Valdani threads. And let's see, in the Romis Creations, a lot of them is going to be for dolls to stitch that I have picked. And one more interesting thread is this Painter's Thread Collection. Metallic, and very, very nice. As you can see, I have kind of like a theme going on with these threads, but I wanted to try this type of sparkly fabric. I think I got it at a scissorist shop, perhaps. I can't remember, but yeah, so love the sea colors in that. And this is gonna be a gift for my sister-in-law. I think she picked this one. I can't even remember now, but I think she picked this magnet at a coffee shop, and that's gonna be a gift. So I think that's it from. I can't remember now. For the patterns, probably some already put away. I was so eager to do organization, and I've started that. So. Next time, I think I might be seeing what else is new in there and shop more. And I have so many plans. It just stitching always goes slower than shopping. So have a lot of projects lined up and I'm kitting for them. So anytime I have a heart to stitch a certain thing, I know I can do that and I can just pull it out and start working that. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm curious to find out about any of your thoughts about any of the fabrics, threads, designs, and if you've taken any classes at a Galleria, if you've ever been at a Galleria, and what you thought. And I'm very curious to see who's gonna come for next year to the Galleria, what kind of classes they're gonna offer. I'm hoping to try something new again. So we'll see how it goes. So leave that in the comments below. And until then, I'm saying bye-bye and enjoy your day.